Breaking news, and I quote, family of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu sacks all the lawyers handling Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case with immediate effect. This one is coming to us very early this morning. According to the intel I'm getting this morning, the family of Nnamdi Kanu, they don't come out to carry this big waka. Come they talk say all the whole lawyers, whether you be Sano, you be Antonio, you be Charlie and Bay lawyer, where they for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's team. Yeah, they don't talk or say all of us. Say your service is no more needed. Well, I know they finish you. I beg, who do us? Who do us? Because now I am wo nabe. Now they bakwa. Just like there's a story that says a tortoise fell into a ditch, stayed there for a very long time, and when that tortoise finally found somebody who will help him out from that ditch, the tortoise now don't turn out now say please they should help him quick because this place is smelling. But they have been there for a very long time, not knowing that the place is smelling, and he survived it. That is exactly what is about to happen now. That the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's family, they want to jeopardize the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and somebody is out there working against these people. There is an intruder among Nnamdi Kanu's brothers and sisters. There is an intruder, and that intruder have been collected money from somewhere to jeopardize this opportunity for this team to set Mazi Nnamdi Kanu free, and it's going to backfire. It's going to backfire. I don't know how. I don't know when it will happen, but it's going to backfire. Anyway, my wonderful people, greetings to you all. Happy Friday. Thank God it's Friday, TGIF. If you never subscribe, I don't know what you're waiting for. This is a high time for you to subscribe. If you don't subscribe and you are not watching, watch this one, share it, like, and also do what? Comment. All the very, very necessary. Without not taking much of our time, we still have other headlines here. Let us look into another headline that we are going to take our news from. Thanks for arresting Emefiele. Please go for ex-Justice Minister Abubakar Malami, Minister of Humanitarian Affairs, Hajia Sadiya Farouk, and others who have made this country to bend. According to IPOB, they are the one giving this order. So, my wonderful people, I don't want to take much of your time. Time is money. Let us go straight to the reason why we gather here this Friday morning. The family of detained Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the Indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, has suspended the service of his two legal counsels. The secessionist's younger brother, Kanu Kanu, who made it known in a tweet on Thursday, said Kanu's counsel, Professor Mike OZEHKOME, son, and Barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor, has been sacked. According to him, the development followed the inability of the lawyers to see their client who is being detained at the Department of State Service DSS headquarters, Abuja. According to Kanunta, he also accused the lawyers of allegedly stopping medical doctors billed to attend to the sessionist at the DSS custody. He said, after Nnamdi Kanu's case on 11th May of 2023, Prof. Mike OZEHKOME's son has refused to see his client in the DSS headquarters, Abuja, even after several messages from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to see him. Secondly, for stopping the medical doctors who were to examine Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the 5th of June, even when he and the barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor were duly informed on the 2nd June, and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu told them to inform his family to arrange those doctors. For those obvious reasons and many more, Prof. Mike OZEHKOME's son and barrister Ifeanyi Ejiofor are hereby sacked as Nnamdi Kanu's counsels. The Kanu family do appreciate your time and effort so far. Please hand over the legal documents as soon as possible. Who do us? That is the question. Who are we going to run to? That is another question. Anyway, my wonderful people, let us do what? Let us go straight into another reason why we are here. Thanks for arresting Emefiele. Go for orders, according to IPOB spokesperson. Center for Public Accountability, a Transparency for Sustainable Development organization, has called for the immediate prosecution of the suspended chairman of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, Abdulrasheed Bawa, and the suspended Central Bank of Nigeria CBN Governor, Godwin Emefiele. The center also called for the arrest and prosecution of the immediate past Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, AGF, Abubakar Malami, and other people in line of the aforementioned person's leadership ladder. CPA, in a statement signed by its executive director, Olufemi Lawson, said Nigerians were unaware of the many allegations of corruption and fraud leveled against Bawa and Emefiele and other members of the last administration. The CPA said the many allegations against Abdulrasheed Bawa before he was confirmed as the chair of the EFCC and the immediate past Attorney General of the Federation is mind-boggling and economical to the foreign policies and foreign direct investment opportunities to the country. The center noted that Bawa, Emefiele, and Malami are alleged to have been involved in corrupt enrichment, abuse of due processes, nepotism, diversion of public funds, deliberate mismanagement of public funds, and high profligacy. It added that the list will be incomplete if Hajia Sadiya Farouk, the immediate past Minister of the Humanitarian Affairs and Disaster Management Ministry, who supervised a monumental corrupt school feeding program and conditional cash transfer to poor Nigerians. As we speak, we will also advise President Bola Tinubu to direct relevant security agencies to secure the suspended EFCC chair as a reliable source within the EFCC, who confided in us under condition of anonymity, alleged that dozens of these persons have been moved away from the premises of the EFCC by Bawa to his personal residence. It is also not worthy to prevail on Mr. President to go step further with his sanitization exercise at EFCC, to also move against the dominance of the leadership structure of the Bawa era, as it is believed that they are equally as compromised as the suspended chairman. We will also like to see the conclusion of these patriotic decisions as these persons are properly investigated and charged to court for their breach of trust to the Nigerian people, the source said. It's not today we are hearing all these ones. Fine and good, the EFCC chairman have been suspended, and now the DSS are questioning him based on corruption and other related offenses. The Emefiele, the same way, suspended, and the DSS is also grilling him to find out how he's involved in some money laundering, sponsoring of terrorists, and the rest of them. But the issue we are having in Nigeria is that they will announce to you that some group of people, either person or group of people, have been arrested or being questioned or grilled for one offense or the other, either one corruption or the other. That is the end of it. You will not hear about this again, because this is not the first time we are hearing about all this. The situation which brought Bawa into office is controversial. Suspending of Magu and setting up a committee to look into the corruption charges of Magu, who under some months as EFCC chairman have about how many thousand vessels in the sea taking crude oil off and on from our seashore. This one is just a group of people doing all this. This is not only Ibrahim Magu. All the whole assets that being confiscated during the regime of Ibrahim Magu, both the cash and everything, he siphoned everything to himself, both cash. They set up the committee to look into it and to let Nigerians know, look at the outcome of their investigation, and Nigerians have been waiting. But at the end of it all, nothing has been said about this. The same thing with the Accountant General of Federation, who siphoned the public funds, the taxpayers' money, in the tone of 109 billion naira. Today, after we heard that 30 billion naira was recovered from him, the rest is history. So all these things is not even this one does not push me. It does not matter to me, because it have nothing to do with me in any way, in any form. Because Nigerians, they make laws, enact laws that they don't do what? They don't implement, sorry. That's the simple truth, and that is the problem we are having in Nigeria as a country. This one now, you are hearing about EFCC, Emefiele, and EFCC and Central Bank Governor, that's Emefiele and Bawa. That is the end of it. Is he not? How many times have this Bawa been sentenced to Kuje prison? Did he attend to it for once? He didn't go there. Even the IGP, that is another person they were supposed to look into. Because every now and then we keep hearing police will stop searching people's phone. Till tomorrow, police are still harassing and molesting innocent citizens. Whereby the criminals who are doing the harm to the country's economy and well-being are out there, that is working freely. But once they see any fine boy on the streets now, they will tag this boy any kind of names. Yahoo boy, you as a man, you'll be pick up or you'll be receiving. I mean, all sorts of all these ugly names on the street. Police know about them. The IGP or police supposed to be among these people suspended and graded. Shehu Sani reacts after defeating El-Rufai in court. Former lawmaker Senator Shehu Sani has reacted after a court dismissed the defamation suit against him by the immediate past governor of Kaduna State, Nasiri Malam El-Rufai. The suit, which was filed in 2018, was dismissed on Thursday by Justice H.A.L. Balogun of the Kaduna State High Court. As earlier reported by Nigeria News, the former governor has sought 2 billion naira damages over comments credited to the former lawmaker, which he said are totally false and injurious to his person in the eyes of the public. El-Rufai alleged that Sani defamed him by referring to him as a drunk, loose cannon, and an embarrassment to the President Muhammadu Buhari. However, Justice H.A.L. Balogun in his ruling on Thursday dismissed the suit by El-Rufai, describing it as an abuse of court processes. For how many years? Since 2018. So just now you remember it is abuse to court processes. God have mercy. What is Nigeria turning into? A banana republic or animal kingdom? Since 2018, after how many good years? 5 good years. Now you said it's an embarrassment. How much do you charge this one? Because any person that brought a case that is an embarrassment and wasting the court time is being fined. How much do you fine Nasir El-Rufai to pay to the court and to the lawyers? And also to this man that is being brought to court, demanded 2 billion naira from him. This is after Sani's lawyer came in Livingstone Apa, drew the attention of the court to the fact that the former governor filed the same case in 4 different courts in Kaduna and dismissed the case. Reacting to the development, Senator Sani appeared satisfied with the way the suit ended, sharing a publication of the news story via his Twitter account. He simply wrote, "To Allah be the glory." In other hands, Pope Francis orders ex-head of Pope Benedict to leave Vatican. In the Christendom, Pope Francis had ordered Archbishop George Genswein, the private secretary of the late Pope Benedict, to return to his native Germany by the end of the month without any new assignment. The Vatican disclosed this in a statement on Thursday, thus putting an end to the speculations about what role Genswein, a powerful figure in the Vatican for more than a decade before Francis outlined him after a personal falling out, would have in the church. Former Pope Benedict died on 31st December, nearly a decade after he resigned in 2013, the first pontiff to do so in 600 years. Genswein, a long-time head of the late Pope Benedict, is 66, and it is exceptionally unusual for someone of that relatively young age and rank not to have an assignment, given the Pope's decision a sense of banishment. The two-line statement said Francis has disposed that the 66-year-old Genswein returns to his diocese of Freiburg for the time being. Nearly all papal secretaries in the past have either been assigned to lead dioceses or made cardinals or given some other high-profile post. Genswein is 9 years short of the normal retirement age of 75 for bishops. He has met Francis several times in the past months about his future, and there has been speculations in the Catholic media that he was hoping to land a diplomatic assignment as a nuncio or ambassador to a country. Genswein did not immediately respond to a request for comment on Thursday. He has refused requests from Reuters to comment on his situation in the past few weeks. He was Benedict's personal secretary from 2003, when Benedict was still Cardinal Joseph Ratzinger, and remained inside for nearly 20 good years, nearly 10 of them after Benedict resigned. On the other hand, though, we have our able president. We are talking about cutting down the cost of governors. Now, our able president keep on increasing it. Tinubu adds firefighting truck to his presidential convoy. Make I ask, abeg, wetin firefighting truck they do for presidential convoy? Are they planning of burning their cars along the way? I don't even understand what is really happening with Nigeria. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu has added a rapid firefighting mini truck to his convoy, the first in the history of the Nigerian president. Niger News reports. This was disclosed on Thursday by the Controller General of the Federal Fire Service, FFS, Abdul Ganiyu Jaji. He made this known when the new permanent secretary in the Ministry of Interior, Dr. Oluwatoyin Akinlade, paid a courtesy visit to the service headquarters. According to Jaji, the service has also procured 15 rapid firefighting mini trucks to navigate crowded terrains which were not previously accessible to larger firefighting appliances. Commenting on the achievement of the service, he said, "We recently completed and commissioned the first firehouse props in West Africa located inside the National Fire Academy Sheda. Procurement of 15 Ford-built rapid intervention vehicles already delivered to the service awaiting commissioning and deployment. Approval of Mr. President Bola Ahmed Tinubu GCFR to include the service rapid intervention vehicle in his motorcade. This is the first in the history of Nigeria. Other firsts include celebration of the International Firefighters Day. They have been included in the Nigerian system. Approval of a large expense of land for the building of the service national headquarters in Suka, Abuja, Federal Capital Territory. Judge noted that the FFS is confronted with some challenges which include inadequate manpower, attack on firefighters, housing needs for personnel, firefighting infrastructural gap, and budgetary constraints, among others. Apapa versus Abure, Labour Party suspends national legal advisor and 12 others. The Labour Party has announced the suspension of its national legal advisor, Samuel Akimbade, along with 12 other officials, over an attempt to factionalize the party in support of the Lamidi Apapa-led faction. Nigerian News gathered that the other suspended party officials include the Osun State women leader, Susan Ojo, and 11 local government chairmen across the state. They were said to be involved in gross misconduct with a vow to create animosity within the party in the state. This was made known to journalists on Thursday by the Osun State chairman, Bello Adebayo. He stated that the suspended officials were trying to factionalize the party in the southwest state. Not even that, sir. You people don't know exactly what happened. All these distractions were being caused for the delay either in the court and to make sure that the president, which they have paid them to do so, sworn in, and everything will die down. Have you been hearing about Apapa again? The case has been dialed down. He have already completed his assignment, the script that they give to him. He have read it, acted, and everything is completed. He got the payment and a fresh new bulletproof car. As simple as that. Case closed. Adebayo said, all identified card-carrying members of the party, of the Labour Party, who were part of a NEC meeting that took place in Bauchi State on Wednesday, 3rd May 2022, are hereby suspended indefinitely. Among those identified and affected by this decision are Barrister Samuel Akimbade, National Legal Advisor, Ms. Susan Ojo, State Women Leader, and 11 chairman of local government of our party in Osun State who participated in a meeting organized by the National Legal Advisor and suspended State Women Leader. These members stand suspended for anti-party activities and gross misconduct. This decision will be forwarded to the National Working Committee of the Labour Party and other relevant bodies, including all security agencies, for further actions. Without prejudice, we are all aware that our party is currently facing some challenges at the national level, and this is snowballing into crisis in some states. However, we have been so lucky in Osun State. The state executive of the party has remained united in spite of the shenanigans of some people. We cannot shy away from the fact that some members of the party have been attempting to take advantage of the crisis at the national level to cause confusion and division in Osun State chapter of the Labour Party. We equally acknowledge the presence of members with an inordinate ambition, which is gradually leading to the factionalization of our great party. The intention is to create parallel structures at the national level and the states to lend support to the dirty agenda of scuttling the legal struggle of reclaiming the mandate of Mr. Peter Obi and Dr. Dati Baba Ahmed in 2023 presidential elections. We observe that if the activities of these undemocratic persons are not checked on time, it will either weaken the Labour Party structure in Osun or collapse it totally. Based on the foregoing, the State Executive Council of the Labour Party met on Thursday, May 11, 2023 to address all the issues and forge ahead. At the meeting, we resolved, among other things, that we affirm and assert our loyalty, support, and commitment to the National Working Committee of our great party, led by our lawful, recognized National Chairman, Barrister Julius Abure. The last but not the least, Femi Fani-Kayode hosts Ghanaian president daughter in Abuja photos. I hope you are not planning to marry this one again. Marry it, you molest, you kick, you beat, and you divorce. This one may be maybe your last bus stop because President of Ghana will not take it lightly with you. A former Minister of Aviation, Femi Fani-Kayode, on Wednesday hosted Nana Akufo-Addo, the daughter of the President of Ghana, in his home in Abuja. In a tweet via his verified Twitter handle on Thursday, Fani-Kayode said Nana is the first daughter of his oldest sister and her erstwhile husband, His Excellency President Nana Akufo-Addo. The APC chieftain said Nana has her mother's courage, elegance, class, beauty, and strength, and her father's sharp, piercing, and brilliant oratory and intellect. The former minister said his entire family and household were excited and delighted to see her. He wrote, "It was such a joy for us to receive my beautiful niece, Nana, in our Abuja home yesterday after many years of being apart. Nana is the first daughter of my older sister." Okay, so your sister is marrying to Ghanaian president. Wow. Remy Jr. and her ex-wife husband, His Excellency President Nana Akufo-Addo of Ghana. She is getting married soon and came all the way from the UK and Accra to brief our side of the family. She certainly has her mother's courage, elegance, class, beauty, and strength, and her father's sharp, piercing, and brilliant oratory and intellect. Our entire family and household were excited and delighted to see her. May God bless you, my darling Nana, for making us all so proud and bringing smiles to our faces. Nigeria is your home as much as Ghana and the UK, and we love you. May God bless you and be with you now and always, according to Femi Fani-Kayode. And so we take Siam for here. Wonder shall never end. Well, my wonderful people, my viewers and subscribers all over the world, now here we go take back our kaya and I go with the go. So if you never subscribe to my channel, this is the right time for you to do that. Make sure you turn on the notification button to be notified this time we go live or we post something new on this channel or any other channel related to Okute Daily Talk. Have a nice day. May the God of Abraham, God of Isaac, and God of Jacob, the indefinite God, the God that makes things to happen, may He see us through. I beg, today na Friday, don't drink too much. And when you are driving, don't drink. When you are drinking, don't drive. That's all the thing take be. Until I come your way, then I see the man Okute Daily Talk from your own side. Have a nice day. Que mesiano.